Bowlers! After 12 long days of watching a builder smack a dark barracks over the head with a hammer, I finally have this big blue guy with a giant rock. Oh, my goodness, been waiting so long for that. Anyway, I have bowlers, and YouTube is ate up with the BoWitch, Bowler's Witch, though they should probably call it the Gobo Witch, right? Golems. You normally say golems, right? Or the Go Weebo, anything like that, right? I don't know why BoWitch is here. That just doesn't. I don't like the timbre of that. It should be Go Weebo, or well, I mean, some people like to call it something a little bit raunchier than that, but I'm not going to do that. Anyway, so let's take these guys out. So just as an example, let's check out the war log. So how much more effective these guys are. No, I need. Oh no, don't do that. So in preparation for bowlers, and since the Go Witch or the Go Wee, the Go Bo Wee, the Go Weebo, since that's been such a popular strategy, I've been practicing it. Here's a war attack on a week 10, but it did have infernos. Now, the strategy seems to be drop four witches, as you can see here, on either side of the base, and then some bowlers behind them. And the witches move through, and the skeletons tank, while the bowlers take things that are out on the outside, and then a couple spaces over the wall over. And then you'll have things just kind of clearing everything on both sides of the base. And what I'm told is it's a good first attack strategy. I mean, we're not so fancy that we have people scouting bases and stuff. But you've got a decent chance of 3-starring the base. You've got a real good chance of at least getting a high percentage 2-star, which for the wars that we're in, that's going to win most of them. If all our 10s could just get a high percentage 2-star on the 10s, we would probably win most wars if we could clear the 9s. But this has got a good chance of getting a 3. So I've been practicing, but I don't have bowlers yet. So I have clan castle bowlers, and then I just have wizards. So this is what it looks like with wizards in lieu of bowlers. So see, I've got witches and wizards on the outside. My witches did not behave themselves. Some of them went this way. This is probably not a great base for it. But what I was thinking here is I'll drop the witches, wizards behind them, and they can do their thing on this side. On this side, I was worried because I had that darn bomb tower there. And he's going to throw bombs and take out all the skeletons at once, right next to a wizard. So what I was actually going to try to do is make a push with the golems, heroes, and bowlers, and have them move into the base so they'll be quickly ready to take out these guys before the skeletons reach them. So yeah, it's going to be golem here, wizards to start a funnel, then clan castle bowlers coming in here, rage to greet them, and a jump spell to get them into here, get them to the core and start taking things out, including hopefully some of these buildings here. I'm hoping bowlers are going to get them on skips, because it's really, the bowler skip is a nice thing. Okay, and then the rest of it, no hogs, no anything. Oh, actually, I did bring 4 hogs on this attack. Wondering if I could use them for cleanup, but yeah, normally people don't do that. So far, so good. These witches kind of got distracted. I think this base geometry is bad for it. A little slow on the poison. A bit of a rushed attack for me. Just been really busy lately. So I'm actually going to take a break off of war. I'm going to try to get those bowlers up to level 2 while I'm off on a break. And we'll have a progress report on how this Go Weebo or BoWitch or Bowlers and Witches seems to be faring me. Yeah, because I still got a lot to learn. So yeah, so you can see how that wizard tower took out all the skeletons and then started targeting a witch. And so I lost a witch on that end. Yeah, so this wasn't a great base for it, I don't think. But I was anxious to try it in war. And I knew it would give me a 2-star, which, this is a weak 10. It's got Town Hall 8 archer towers and things like that. Ugh. Yeah, what I was hoping was, actually it's too far away now that I look at it. I was hoping that the bowlers would make a push into the core and then get that single inferno on a skip, or even better, I was hoping the witches would sort of move around the base, and by the time the centralized kill squad got there, that single inferno might be targeted by a skeleton, as you see it doing right now. Very much more effective to use skeletons to distract that thing. Anyway, so you can see that one just kind of fizzled out. 6 bowlers in that attack. Yeah. So that was that one. And then several hours after that attack, after war was over, my bowlers were done. So I have made exactly 1 BoWitch attack. And it was not in war. And here it is. Now, I didn't have any bowlers in the clan castle. I had stinking giants, just by virtue of that's what I had. And this is the base I landed on. So, sort of the same strength of the last base. A lot of Town Hall 8 defenses, some 9s. But he's got both Infernos up, and he's got one of them even upgraded to level 2. And so this guy had so much elixir that I just couldn't say no, because my goal was to... I can't remember what I was trying to save elixir for. I think I'm trying to put a... I can't remember. Anyway, but I got some elixir. I was after elixir. Oh, I wanted to get my second Dark Barracks underway, just because it's taken forever to get these bowlers cooked up. But now I have 10 bowlers. And so I'm experimenting with this strategy. I'm seeing what works and what doesn't work. And this isn't a war attack. I didn't have much time to scout this. But I'm just going to drop 4 witches here, 4 witches here. Watch them walk through the base. What I'm trying to do is funnel to that higher powered Inferno first. Get that taken care of with bowler skips. And then as we move from there, just hope the rest of the base gets taken out. That's the problem with the strategy. There's not a whole lot of finesse. Oh, and I was elixir hunting, so my spells are a little bit different. I have a quad quake, just because that burns less elixir, and I was after elixir at the moment. I'm switching and trying to get dark elixir because I want to get those bowlers up to level 2. But yeah, so we use quad quake to open up a part of the base. He's got this zigzag pattern here, so golems can probably move through that pretty easily, and I'll probably quad quake it around there. Anyway, so let's just watch and see how this unfolds. So we got 4 witches here, and I'll drop them way on the outside so they can cook those skeletons and have them tanking before the witches start taking any damage. 2 level 1 bowlers behind her. And 4 witches seems to be a pretty good number, because you've got to keep those skeletons up. And if you just have 1 witch, 4 skeletons can go away pretty quickly, but it's harder to get 16 down. So you'll have other witches supporting her and tanking for her. Alright, so let's watch. So, I'm just going to rage the crap out of these guys. I had giants in my CC. Why not? They're tanking for that first Inferno. That's great. But yeah, so here come the bowlers, just wrecking crap. I'm sending the heroes into the core. Some people say do that, some people don't say do that. We'll figure out what works. But yeah, rage, 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 rage. Bowlers just kicking the snot out of stuff. Woo, doggies. Look at them go. Oh man, that makes me happy. And that was it. That was it. So they just made a massive push. I still got both golems up by some small miracle. I got a ton of witches up. I got a ton of bowlers up. So yeah, a base of a relatively the same strength using wizards in place of bowlers, not nearly as effective. But a couple bowlers, even with the wrong spell composition, much more effective than wizards. And their DPS is actually lower, but you got that rock skip. So anyway, I'm looking forward to trying this, kind of figuring out the ins and the outs of it. Get this thing ready for war. See which bases it'll work on, which bases it will not work on. And we'll go from there. But yeah, so looking forward to this. I got bowlers now. I'm taking a break off of war. I may not make any videos for a while. Sorry about that. But you know, I got stuff I got to do. So, all right, that's all Frankie's got for you today. Peace out.